Yeah, you're joining in here. Can everybody? We're just syncing everything up in the.
He's counting down.
Was it counting down?
Yeah.
Oh, very good.
Oh yeah, live.
Right, how we doing?
Yeah.
Count me in.
After your adverts.
Yeah.
Adverts on it.
Oh. Wow.
Oh, you're live.
Oh, we're live. Oh, we're
You're
live.
live.
We're live. We're live. So we'll just before we. Yeah, I think you need to turn. We're just sorting out the technical issues here, and then we'll
Only
be.
4 people watching.
Well, that's all right. I don't think there'll be many tonight because we've sort of thrown it on people quite quickly, haven't we?
We have indeed.
Thanks for joining us, everybody. We're just going to let it build up a bit, see if there's a few more
It's only
people.
2 past. Isn't it?
2 people.
No, it's only 11:02.
11:02. So yeah, we did say 5 past. So we've just gone on a little bit early, just to let the numbers build up, and then
8 people.
how many?
8.
8. We're building up there, you see. So we're slowly getting there.
10 people.
10 people, building it up. We did say we'd be on at 10 p.m, but we decided 11 p.m. was better. That's because I know some people are tuning in Australia, and you're 9 hours ahead, so it should be about 8 a.m. over in Sydney, Australia. And if you're in the States, it could be anything between 3 p.m. in California and 6 p.m. in Eastern Standard Time over in New York, 5 o'clock in Chicago. I've got all these time zones in my head from many a year of travelling around the world and performing a bit of controlled anal voicing. And we've got to be careful what we say. We've not got to swear, we've not got to play any copyrighted music. The auto, whatever YouTube has, it's got some artificial intelligence, and it sort of picks up what people are saying, apparently.
The messages are coming in
Oh,
now.
the messaging. Are we on 5 past yet?
No, 4.
4 many. Oh, right, my watch is slow then. What's going on? Oh.
There you go. This is good. Quick.
Hey, do you know what? I've got just let me tell folks, I've got a watch here that lights up in the dark. I'll just going to show you. Hang on. I've got a watch. I don't know if you can see that. Can you see that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's my new watch because my Swatch watch broke and it was stuck on then. It was lit up. I hope it doesn't run my battery down. It's still a guarantee.
First question here.
All right, go on. Are we ready? Are we ready?
Can I read it?
You read it.
Is it 5 past?
Oh yeah, we're on
Is it
5
past? It's 5 past 11. Happy New Year, everybody. It's the Mr. Methane chat. Obviously, it's Friday as well. So the coincidence, we couldn't let it pass. We're going to spend about an hour because I know everybody's probably a bit hungover, a bit worse for wear. So we'll keep it short and sweet. Keep it to an hour or so, and let's roll with those questions. Come on.
Well, we've had Happy New Year's from Oregon, Italy, Sweden.
Sweden. Nice.
And we've got our date in Hemel Hempstead.
Oh, Hemel Hempstead's in again. Wow.
Questions.
If I'm not looking at you there, it's because I'm looking at my two people over here who are reading everything out furiously. And
so, first question is maybe a bit of a low one, but does Brexit mean your farts will be taxed higher outside the UK?
No, that's a great. Who knows? Because actually, I've had a few messages off Google about taxation on revenue and all this. You know, when you get a bit of ad revenue off things. I don't get a lot because, as you know, a lot of my videos use copyrighted music, so people like Queen, Brian May, and all the Bee Gees. You know, I know there's not many Bee Gees left. Is there any Bee Gees left?
No,
there's one.
As well.
There's one Bee Gee left. They get the money off, but the tiny little bit occasionally get off you good people through super chat and things.
They're doing that tour, aren't they, the Bee Gees?
Oh no, you don't. We mustn't go there. But. Well, let's keep on track. We're not going there.
Got someone from Australia.
Oh, good day, mate. Good day. How's it going? A bit of Slim Dusty.
France
is in the house. A bit of petomania there in France. That's good. We like a bit of bit of French petomania.
Someone asked what's the best rock concert you've ever been to?
Oh goodness, the best. Actually, probably for having fun. Bad Manners. Actually, have you ever heard of a British ska band called Bad Manners? Just because there's a good all-round entertainment factor in the whole show. And something else about them is you know, at the time he had his all-star band, so he had members of other famous bands. He had Rico out to the Specials, you know, and it was a really tight band and it was entertaining. And I think my head was just in a good place as well. So I think that always helps if you're having a good time at the time and the gig's good. So Bad Manners, lip up fatty, oh lip up fatty reggae. That's the sort of thing, you know. Go on, any more for any more? I can
Someone
see.
says the tights are back.
Oh yeah, sorry, we've left we've turned the heating off tonight so we can keep the tights on. So, and I haven't ate. There's another thing. I've not got a belly full of food today. So we've got a stew, haven't we? Yeah, we've got a nice stew on the stove downstairs. So that's another reason why we're gonna keep it to an hour, because just after midnight I'm gonna wish you all happy. Fart Friday will be over here in the UK. I'm going to nip downstairs and get a nice big bottle of stew with onions. We've got a few onions boiling away in the stew, and a bit of beetroot, I think, and So, shall I just? We might as well. I'll just open up with a quick guff to get us all in the mood. And this is the first colon cough of 2021. As you see, I've left me. That's how comfortable I've left my boots off tonight. I put my tights on and left my boots off because we're in slipper mode. Excuse me. Here we go. Oh, shall we do? How can we start this? Oh yeah, I know what we'll do. We'll do a. Happy New Year, everybody! Oh, and what is it? Is it it's 2021, so we'll do 21 rapid fire rasping colon coughs. Here we go. Yeah, count me out.
I will.
Okay, here we go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
It's the last one, then go. Rasper, here we go.
21!
Oh, 21. There we go. 2021, everybody. Oh, that's got me nice and just worked up, you know, because it's like a sport, this is. You know, if you any runners watching and think, you've got to just start slowly, stretch the major muscle groups and just work into it nice and steadily. Especially when you've just been eating boxes of chocolates for about, how many days we've been eating chocolates now?
Many days.
There's nothing like this period because you just get up in you get up in the morning. You don't have porridge or anything like that, or Weetabix or shreddies. You just get up and there's a box of chocolates and you're just like. Aren't you?
Why did you choose Converse high tops for your costume?
Converse high tops, which obviously I've left off tonight, just feeling rather comfortable. I used to have some Reeboks. I used to have some white Reeboks, and white Reeboks, which I used a dye-on shoe dye to dye green. If you can see in certain old images, if you go on Google Images, you might find, or old Mr. Methane, Andre Van Dun. On my channel, there's a video with Andre Van Dun, the Dutch television, and you'll see me green Reeboks. And then one day I thought, I need Converse. Took off again, very trendy. And I was in this outlet, I was in a Converse outlet, one of these retail outlets in Doncaster. If there's anybody from Doncaster here, tell me, is it still open? And I just saw some green Reeboks and I thought, I'll have a pair of them. But I was in New York when I went to the Howard Stern show, and I saw some purple high-top Reeboks, but they didn't have them in my size. Now, if there's any size 14 high-top purple Reeboks, let me know. Just get in touch. Mr. Methane at mrmethane.com.
Why purple and green? Well, the obvious colour would have been brown, wouldn't it? Why purple and green?
Purple and green. Green was obviously for a swamp, and then we just thought that the purple matched the green, and I think the other reason was I got the fabric for the costume from a place in Manchester up in Cheetham Hill called Central Fabrics. And I went in and maybe it was just like, you remember when Henry Ford said you can have my car in any colour as long as it's black? I said to them, have you got any crimpling? This is crimpling, you see. And they only had it in green and purple. I think that's what it was, really.
Which is the first song you ever farted?
I think I did. Honestly, I once did Twinkle Twinkle. It was either Twinkle Twinkle Little Star or How Much Is That Dog in the Window. I can't remember which one it was actually. Or it might have been a countdown. Obviously, years ago we used to do the 100 rapid fire rasping farts in a minute when I was at Ralls Park County High School in the squash courts for extra pocket money. But in those days, I didn't have my alter ego as Mr. Methane. I became a pumping prodigy in the lunch hour actually, and really, I couldn't hide it after that.
There's a great one here. Largest crowd and the smallest crowd you've ever done live.
Largest crowd has to be. I think I did something at the Chicago United Center in Chicago, where the Chicago Bulls have a stadium, and I did a Halloween it was called. It was a Chicago-based disc jockey called Mancow Muller, and he had I think it's 30 or 60,000 that stadium, but I can't remember if I don't know how many tickets he sold, but there was a lot of people there. So whether it was 30,000, 40,000 or 60,000, I don't know. Smallest is, I've performed to just a few people. Sometimes people don't turn up for various reasons. So I have actually done a show to a very small audience because I've been paid, to do the show, and it's just the promotion hasn't worked out, and the people, maybe Strictly Come Dancing was on the TV or something like that. Who knows? So they said, Mr. Methane, stay in and watch Strictly. And
your first £5 is just coming.
Oh right, where was that from?
Precious DeVere.
Precious DeVere sent me five.
She hasn't got any questions though.
Oh, Precious, this is for you, Precious. We're gonna actually that's a good. We're gonna do this for Precious. Hang on, we'll get the Delticon for Precious. That's worth a £5. We're gonna blast one down the Delticon for you, Precious. In between the questions, let's get in the position. There we go. Oh, this is for you, Precious. Here we go. Just trying to say what you. Here we go. I know what to do. Here we go. Listen to this. Too good to miss. Da 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 da. There you go. Thank you, Precious.
There's two good questions here. Did you have a rep in high school?
A rep?
As a fart guy?
Yeah.
And have you ever farted for royal family?
Ah, right. Did I have ever what? A rep?
Yeah, a rep.
Oh, a repertoire.
A rep.
Is that
I don't
a
know if they
repertoire?
mean a rep.
Is that a repertoire?
And they also ask how the girls responded to you.
Oh, it was very much a boys thing. We used to we used to break it. Well, you didn't break them. We knew how to get in the squash court in the dinner hour without actually being allowed in the squash court. So we used to know how to get in the Jimmy the fire door. So it was very much a lads only performance at Ralls Park. So the girls weren't really, it was a lads thing. You know what I mean? It wasn't for the girls. So a rep, I'm wondering if that's a repertoire, which you know, we just made it up as we went along. We were kids, and you know how it is. It's very very impromptu. On the Royal, have I ever performed for royalty? The fact that I can't tell you that possibly tells you something that I can't tell you, if that makes sense. But I can't tell you that. So make of that what you wish.
Yeah, well, someone put reputation.
Oh, reputation. Sorry, reputation, not repertoire. Yeah, it was very much a cult thing, you know. It was. I got more of a reputation when I worked on the railway, and it became, you know, for a long time I didn't really tell anyone on the railway about it, and then one day we just got a little bored and we were on a training course, and I did it in the dinner hour in the mess room, and everybody liked it, and I couldn't hide it then. Wherever I went, my sort of reputation went before me. But at school, it was very much like a little clique of us, really. It didn't get out of hand. That's.
Are you thinking of doing a new album?
I'd like to. An album, yeah, I'd like to. We've got the same problem, we have it time and time again, is that a lot of the artists won't, like for instance, I'll give you Phil Collins, In the Air Tonight. I did a version of that, was never allowed to release it. I did a version of Shaft, was never allowed to release that. So it's so difficult to do unless I give them away. But I've got to pay people to get that high production quality. I've got to pay people. So I think at the moment doing Breaking Wings for the video greetings is the closest we're going to get to it at the moment, unfortunately.
Have you ever got a groupie after your show says, "Tell the truth, Mr. M," and someone says, "In the Air was your best song"?
Oh, thank you. Yeah, we did like In the Air was a great song. Curry in the Air Tonight. You can, if you go on YouTube, if anyone's wondering, the Curry in the Air Tonight, somebody has actually uploaded it to YouTube. So Mr. Methane, Curry in the Air Tonight. And I think Shaft, Mr. Methane, the theme to Shaft is on there. Groupies, how can I put this? There's something a bit, something a bit seedy about the rock and roll groupie thing. I can't quite put my finger on it, but so something makes me always feel a bit uneasy about it, because you're really sort of, you know, the person doesn't know you, they only know Mr. Methane, and a lot of acts are quite happy with that, you know, because they just want to bed as many women as possible. But you know, I've got me guys here, you see, I've got me guys like Wingo here, to Wingo, you know, so we've got the love, you know, and love's what matters more than a quick one night stand with somebody you don't know. You've got to build up a relationship, I think, and
$4.99's just come in.
Oh, $4.99.
Have you ever farted to heavy metal?
Heavy metal, yeah, we've done a few on going down on the. What did we do recently for? Was it for Johannes Otto? I think we did something for Johannes.
I think we did an AC/DC, didn't we?
Oh, we've done an AC/DC.
That was more on TikTok. It took off.
Yeah, but like
the hammer.
What's it called? Come on, Thunder. Na 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 Thunder. There is a version of that, I think, in the videos. There's obviously the Smoke on the Water. I'll just give you a quick. Who sent the money? Who sent the $4.99? And I've got to wish.
Jolly Long Winter.
Johnny Long Winter.
Jolly on Winter.
Oh, Jolly on Winter. Right, Jolly on Winter. Is that Jolly on or
Jolly?
Oh, Jolly on. Right. Thank you very much, Jolly on Winter. Did he ask about the? Did Jolly on
heavy metal?
Yeah. Heavy metal. Right. I'll just do this is for you, Jolly on. I'll just. Do you a bit of Smoke on the Water? That's a nice one to. Here we go. Just give you the riff from Smoke on the Water, and here we go. Ooh, smoke on the water. Smoke on the water. Oh, all the way there. Relax the sphincter on the end.
Have you ever been recognised out of costume? I would say it's more the voice.
It is, it's the voice.
It's at that time of summer.
There was this time this summer, yeah, there was a time this summer, but there was another time about, goodness me, it must be 20 years ago, maybe a bit less. I was in a chip shop in Stoke-on-Trent, and yeah, no, it was a chip shop in Stoke. There's nothing wrong with Stoke-on-Trent.
Did you meet Robbie Williams?
Robbie Williams is from Stoke-on-Trent. Well, he's from where's the place near?
Near Longport way.
Longport way. Yeah, Burslem, and or Burslem. You know, he lived in a pub there, but he wasn't born there. He was born in another part of Stoke, me duck. And no, let me tell you, I was in a chippy. Somehow I'd got off the train in Stoke and I was waiting for another train. I think I'd gone to see my brother actually because he worked at the station there. So I jumped off the train coming back from a gig. I wasn't dressed like this. I was getting fish and chips and a guy next to me went, "Excuse me, mate." And I thought, oh no, he's going to go, you pushed in, or you know, like you pushed in the queue or something. I said, yeah. He says, "Are you Mr. Methane?" So I didn't know what to say, so I said, no, it's my brother, you know. And he went, "It's you, isn't it?" So anyway, as I was going up back to the station eating my fish and chips, he bipped his horn and gave the thumbs up like that, you know. So you do get recognised occasionally.
We used to have to go down Brook Street from the house, didn't we?
Yeah.
You couldn't go past the Vicky Park flats.
Yeah, when we used to walk into town and you're walking down Buxton Road into Macclesfield and obviously as you get further down the road it gets busier and busier, and at the bottom of the road as you go into the town just before the railway was these flats called Vicky Park or Victoria Park, and in the end it was easy to just go by the canal bridge and turn left and go down Brook Street that way, because there'd always be some young scallies at the bottom and they'd always be going, "Mr. Methane," you know, hanging about at the bottom there. So yeah, I mean that's all right, you know. You can't keep brightening everybody's day, you know what I mean? It's like, oh, it's Mr. Methane over there. It's got to be. I know when I was a kid and I saw somebody.
Do your poo puppets have names?
Oh yeah, it's Richard and
Someone asked earlier, why is it called Richard III?
Richard III rhymes with
turd.
Yeah, but I don't know if we should say that because YouTube will strike us off.
Oh,
yeah. But yeah, that's Richard, that's Judy, and as you know, you've probably seen him on Cut the Cheese. The puppeteer has to get his hand. If you can see there's actually a marigold glove in there. I can't get my hand in there. I go, ooh. Oh no, I can't get it in, it's just too narrow. But the poor Stan who had to work these puppets for us, Stan Havard from Visual Concepts. These were made by Martin Talbot, also Visual Concepts. And Stan had to spend hours in these, working them like that, and his hands were dead. So I can't remember which is Richard and which is Judy. And obviously in England we had Richard and Judy, Richard Madeley and Judy Madeley, wasn't it? They were married, weren't they, Richard and Judy?
Yeah,
they were.
Yeah. Richard and Judy they were like daytime television hosts. So obviously,
someone says the big one is Richard.
He is definitely. He's a King Richard. Yeah.
No more than you.
King Richard.
I think someone here knows you quite well, actually.
I'm sure they do. I'm sure
You've
they
just
do.
had I think it's €5.
Five euros.
Oh,
from,
€5.
He said, thanks you, mate. He said, "Thank you, make me laugh over these years, keep breaking wind."
How does he spell it? How does K?
Kanotori.
Oh God, we won't because we're British and we're absolutely crap at European translations.
Canatori or something. It's something like that.
We're not going to even attempt. We're not going to even insult you with attempting. we'll just continue farting.
And you've got two dyslexic readers.
Oh, good. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry, but yeah, me tech team are dyslexic, unfortunately. So which doesn't help because they're reading stuff out to me. But thank you very much. I'm going to blast you on out in a minute for yourself. But before we've just gone off track, what were we?
Turds.
Turds. You've got the turds, and then over here, can you? Am I on screen there on the monitors?
Yeah.
This is Lou the lavatory brush, and if you'll come out and play, Lou. We'll just get Lou out for you. Oh, he's. I was going to put him in the bathroom, but then he's obviously, you can see he's a lavatory brush, and he used to be able to work his mouth, but his things come off, but. So he could sing, hang on, let's see if we can get it, there you go, you see, you can just see, we love you, Mr. Methane, because you cut the cheese whenever you please, oh. So that's Lou the lav brush, and he's a proper traditional bristle. You don't get so much of the old traditional, you get the plastic bristles now. He's never been used in anger, if you know what I'm saying. So you go back there, Lou, underneath here, and just mention this, but do you think you'll go in? Is he all right? How's he looking on there?
Yeah, he's all right.
Go in there, Lou. Get in. Stay, Lou. Just stay, Lou. This is what it's like working. Never work with children, animals, or lavatory brushes. I'll just show you this. This is the fart club. That's it. That's the first rule of the fart club is to never mention the fart club. That's the Cambridge Fart Club. I can't remember which railway company is it. West Anglia and Great Northern. I can't remember, but you know, we've got lots of different franchises. But one of the franchises, I think it's WAGN, or it could be Govia. They've got a fart club at Cambridge, so that was presented to me. That's just say if Paul's watching, or if anyone knows Paul Ogram, I hope he's having a good time because I know he retired last year.
Giles Harris.
I know Giles.
Giles Harris says, enjoyed the flatulence since you were on Eurotrash at Christmas 1995 with Barry Barlow.
Oh yes, that was down in with Barry Barlow, and also on that one we were actually given the footage and it's gone missing. I've got to go and look for it down at the Doghouse Studio in Henley, where it's hiding somewhere, because Barry was on there, but we also had Doc Cox, Ivor Biggin. Ivor Biggin was on that of the song about playing with yourself, Ivor Biggin. So go on, sorry.
And it's a question, you can answer this one where you will, because I've already got a telling up for it. What did you drink on New Year's Eve?
What did I drink on New Year's Eve?
It wasn't Corona, was it?
It wasn't. No, because we actually had some. We did have some beer, but unfortunately, when New Year's Eve arrived, my nephew had been up all night and he drunk all the beer. Which was, we were keeping outside because it was freezing outside, so it was nice and cold. And so we had some Coronas, the lager, Corona, quite a topical word at the moment, obviously.
Tea instead, didn't you?
So we just had to have tea instead, yeah. But we did go out. We had a bit of a run out, didn't we?
Yeah.
We had a run out, went into the snow, and went into a snowdrift, and came in and somebody drunk had been up all night and drunk all of it. Did you drink those WK? There was some WK.
I did those. This.
Yeah, the WKDs had gone. What are they like? A WKD?
They're just like a kind of sweet thing.
Yeah. So we've got one person drank everybody else's beer here. So.
Well, £10 is just going, but we haven't done fart for the other one, have we?
Oh no, but we're doing that. We're going to do that for
£10.
So we best get a trumping now. For who's brought it?
Brill Cubes, and this person asked, have you got any projects in the boot line for 2021?
Projects? Is this the lady? Is it a man or a lady? Is it Brill?
Don't know.
Cubes.
Brill Cubes.
Projects in the pipeline. We want to do more live chats, obviously. So we want to do this more regular. Friday, Windy Wednesday.
We want to go out and do outside stuff.
Yeah, we want to go outside a bit. There's a problem because I know a lot of people tune in. They want to hear the farting.
Yeah. We've been asked for Old Lang Slang quite a few.
All
times.
right, so we'll do a bit of.
Beethoven's Fifth Symphony. Someone's just asked for a countdown to 21, but we did that
We did
earlier
it.
on.
We did it. Yeah, we did it. We did it. You just missed that. If you go back to right near the beginning in the stream, you'll find we did a 21 to warm up the sphincter. But what we want to do is obviously we want to do more. We want to get in there and do more videos, don't we? We were having a problem at the moment because we've got two lots of two houses in one house, so we've got another room that we could use as a studio, but it's just full of stuff. So we want to do more of that. We want to go out. We know that people want to see the Colon Coffee, but we're thinking we might go out on not so much on location. Yeah, on location, look at stuff.
Yeah, but we want to revisit Blackpool, don't we?
Yeah, we want to revisit Blackpool and go to where, if you ever saw the Butt Pipe Shockers, we want to go back and look at the Butt Pipe Shockers where we actually filmed them, because a lot of things have changed. I want to find the snooker hall where I did In Off the Brown, and the in Lostock, I think it was in Lostock or Cherry Tree near Preston, we did the tennis with little Albert. I did go looking for little Albert recently, and he's retired. He did work on the North Pier at Blackpool, but he seems to have disappeared into retirement. He's put his slippers on. So yeah, we want to get more. We want to get more going. We want to get more content, but we might broaden it out a bit. You know what I mean? So, but you'll be able to tell when you look at it, because you'll say, "Mr. Me, you know, I'm celebrating such a person's birthday." You know it's going to be breaking wind, but other days it could be today I went to Blackpool and had a look at, you know. Oh, Sunday Steve, we're going to Sunday Steve. We want to get a rolling road, so Old Smoky for for Sunday Steamer. So one of the things we'll do, believe it or not, a little rolling road to put Old Smoky on is £60. Is it 60 or 40?
40 or 50
40,
quid.
50 quid. With Esco, they're made in Germany. So we're going to invest in a little rolling road, and we're going to do a Sunday Steamer as well.
We've got all the steam stuff related.
We've got all the steam stuff, yeah. We've got an old, we're going to get the old Mr. Methane train set out and set it up on the kitchen table. And obviously there'll be colon coughs and this as well, you know. But we just want to broaden it out. We best do something. Well, what did you say, Old Lang Syne?
Hold on, before we start.
Yes.
You just had $19.99 has come in.
Wow, who's that from?
I can't say it, Matthew.
It says YouTube connected.
YouTube connected.
And it says, can you do a few birthday rips for my good friends Don the Gary Stoltrout.
Don the Gary Stoltrout.
I don't know.
Swoltrout.
Swoltrout. I'm sorry about this. I've got two dyslexic nephews reading now. Don the what? Don the Gary Swoltrout.
It's SWARTOUT.
SW. Do you know I'm going to have to write this down? SW.
Swartout.
Right. Don the what? Come on, give me
Don the Gary
Swartout. I'm going to give you some
I know
birthday.
two others before, weren't there?
I know we got to get that. We'll do Don the Gary Swartout first. We'll give you a few blasts for you, Don. So here we go.
You want to sing happy birthday?
You could do, or we could just we'll just give him some hip hip hoorays, eh? Because we're going to do Old Lang Syne after.
Yeah.
Do you know the words to Old Lang Syne?
No.
Yeah.
All right, well, you'll have to... we'll just give Don the Gary Swartout 3 big hip hip hoorays. Here we go. Hip hip. Oh, that's one.
Hip hip.
Oh, that's
Hip,
two.
hip.
Hang on.
Hip hip.
Oh, hooray. Don the
Hooray.
Gary Swartout, happy birthday. And, it can get forgotten at this time of year amongst all the other festivities. Now, I'm going to try a bit of Old Lang Syne, but I can't use any accompanying music, so let's see, here we go.
Old Lang Oh, like fire.
Wheel. I hope you got that there, man. Oh, these two don't know the words, so there was no accompaniment there, but it was going on in my head. So, guys, thanks for the support, and whew, I'm looking forward to that stew. I'll tell you.
Have you ever counted how many calories you burn off?
No, you know,
And
something.
Loudest fart you've ever done.
Oh no, the loudest fart. Now, did we once?
Wasn't there something from
No. Yes, Japanese TV.
Yeah,
Were you there?
I wasn't, no, but
No.
it's on YouTube and they've got a
Yes.
got a decibel meter.
Yeah, there was a Japanese TV show came over and they had a decibel meter. I can't for the life of me remember what the decibels were. But yeah, they did. Maybe we should get a decibel meter. You know, if the channel really takes off and you know we just don't know what to do next, we'll invest in a
Well, you
decibel.
get different objects like a car and see how loud that is compared to you, couldn't you?
But there's maybe a way of getting an online decibel meter that
There'll be an app, won't there?
Yeah. But we could transpose it maybe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? On the you know. Believe it or not, I'm still editing with some of the most ridiculous things like Windows Movie Maker, but it's only because I know how to use it. I mean, what have you got? You've got
I've got iMovie.
my nephew here, he's up to date. He's using what are you using, a Canon 800, is it?
An 80D.
Canon
Oh,
80D.
That video we did after the last live stream was all good.
Oh, 80D. So it needs a bit more because you've got the. You might notice the editing went up a bit because he's using iMovie. Where, you know,
what's like really low spec, but it's a lot better than what you've.
Yeah, it's low spec, but it's better than what I've been using. But the thing is, you know, when you've got to get them out to people, I don't want to spend like 3 days learning how to use something and then finding out that I've missed your birthday. So.
I have to get an editing team.
I need an editing team.
Someone come up with a suggestion, but you need the music, the backing to do it, so it might be a good video. Motorhead, Ace of Spades.
Oh yeah, Lemmy, Ace of Spades. Do you know what? This is a true story. I know a lady who lived with Lemmy. I think he was in Blackpool actually.
Yeah.
Where before he was Lemmy, they were just students or youngsters in a house together. Or was he in a band? No, they were in another band. But anyway, apparently. I can't remember if he had the same pair of leopard skin underpants, and I think he had them on for, was it 6 or 8 weeks? It was something ridiculous. He wore these underpants for 6 or 8 weeks and leopard skin. But I don't think that does him down. Actually, that's more his reputation, isn't it?
Rock and roll.
Rock and roll, yeah. And at the time, he obviously wasn't a millionaire. Didn't have the royalties coming in. So what you do is you turn them inside out and put them in the fridge. And eventually, once you throw them at the wall, and if they don't stick on the wall, then they're good to go. Get them back on. That's what I found, anyway.
Someone says you're going to fart any talc.
And someone asked for the candles as well, but they've
maybe.
got any.
Yeah, the tanks, man, we did it
Well,
the other
maybe
night.
next money what comes in, or whatever next request we get coming.
The talc is so, because Flingo hates the talc, don't you, Flingo? Because he's down here just, he gets up his beak, and I have to wash my cosy, and it goes all over the carpet. And
maybe the finale.
Maybe the finale. I don't know about the finale, but I punched my ticket for you. I know a lot of you ask about this. Let me just show you this. I think I showed you the other night when you hear me. Some people say, "What's with the bell?" Because you'll see me and I go, "Ooh, ooh," and that's well, obviously it's just British humour, really. Really, what I'm meant to have done is somehow sort of caught me ghoulies, you know what I mean, and punched me ticket, as we'd say in
Apparently, Lemmy was in the Rocking Vickers before Hawkwind and Motorhead.
That's it, the Rocking Vickers. They were from Blackpool, so that makes sense. Yeah, that's right. Because
Crizzy Stuff Polecast has just said that.
Yeah. Because my friend was the lady I know. She was dating one of the other Rocking Vickers, and I think her son is actually her son is the son, you know, is one of the Rocking Vicars is his dad, something like that, you know. I'll have to, yeah. When next time I'm in the chip shop in Blackpool, I'll find out. But that's true, yeah. But I won't go into any more detail because they probably don't want the live broadcast on here. But yeah, the Rocking Vicars. Can I just show you this? One of my Christmas presents. I'll just show you this. I'm going to do an unboxing video. Can we?
That's one of the different videos.
Yeah, one of the different videos you're asking. Can you see that on the? How we're doing on the monitors, guys?
I'm a bit behind on mine.
Are you a bit
Yeah,
behind?
yeah, yeah.
Is it
yeah.
good?
Yeah, it's
Can
good
people
there.
see that?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the. Is your screen frozen up there?
Yeah.
Oh, the screen's frozen up on one of the monitors. That's we're doing an unboxing video for that. It's an Olight RN 1500.
The message.
Mine did.
It's Olight. I actually wrote to Olight and said I'm going to be promoting some of your stuff. Can you give me some freebies? And they said, well, you're not really the sort of person we want to be.
They got
They blew me out, so to speak, which is a shame.
We have a few old lights here.
We've got a few Olights. Well, that's a mini thrower,
That's
isn't it?
a Warrior X Turbo.
We really should. That's a Warrior X Turbo. Have you ever seen one? I mean,
1,000 metres of
1,000
throw.
metres of throw. It's some machine that.
Okay.
So, and we've got the old bulb. Look, we've got the old bulb. You see, we did ask Tom. We said, look, we want this. You know, that's the old. It's a great little. And it's magnetic on the bottom, so you can stick it on. I wonder if it's. Hang on, I'll show you here. Let's see. So you can, if you're working somewhere, you can just see it's just stuck on there like that, and you can work away. It's a great little thing if you're doing a bit of camera work as well, isn't it? And you just press the button there to.
If you turn it on again,
Yeah.
and then hold it, it will cycle through.
Oh, that's it, and then
It's red.
right, and it goes into red. There we go. It's
And then
red.
it's a
So
flashing one after that.
Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose. There was Randolph as well, and Randolph the brown-nosed reindeer. Now he used to follow Rudolph, but he couldn't stop as quick. So you know, you read into that what you want. So yeah, we're going to do an unboxing video. It's a great light. We'll get it unboxed. It's amazing. It's for my bike because we've got a bicycle downstairs. The weather will get warmer soon.
Keep farting fit.
We've got to keep farting fit. So we've got an unboxing video going. Oh, we've got. This is something we might. We've got the floater.
Yeah, that's another video.
Yeah, we've got a floater there. It's a bath with it's a plug for your bath with a floating King Richard III, the bath plug. You know, we're just promoting everybody else's stuff here.
Yeah, we need your own.
And
You need your own methane light.
yeah, we need
Lights
it.
up green.
Well, I should have brought a T-shirt in. We put it
Yeah.
on the thingy. I've got them. You obviously got the Fart Friday T-shirt from what's that?
Teespring.
Teespring.
It's all underneath every video.
Yeah, it's underneath every video.
So if you
We put
scroll down, you'll see them.
Scroll down. I haven't put it under this one yet.
It
but
is.
Is it there?
Yeah, it's there.
Oh right, already.
Automatic.
Oh, it's there already. It's
Yeah.
there already. So
What is the biggest object you've stuck in your windpipe, and which beans or food is the best for creating gas for farts?
beans off right. Biggest thing I've ever stuck in my windpipe, obviously, is just the little dart. You know, if you've ever seen the video, I think it might be on here, on one of my videos below, in the video section, is farting the dart into a big balloon. That's probably the biggest. I don't want to injure myself, obviously, so tiny little blowpipe, and even then I don't insert it. More or less, I shouldn't be showing you this. More or less, do you imagine that's my sphincter muscle there? You just got to just touch it like that, you know. So we've got to keep this clean because I believe YouTube, you know what I mean? What's the name of that lady? Is it Sarah Wozkicki? Who owns YouTube? Sarah Wozzy? No, she doesn't. She's the CEO of Wozkicki or whatever her name is, a Polish lady, American Polish
It's probably a
lady.
huge fan.
She probably is, but we don't want her to be, you know, we don't want to upset her because she has certain community guidelines, you know. So yeah, I think a lot of it's formulated in California, and you know how correct, politically correct California is. It's
Metal Meltdown asks, are you strictly solo artist, or would you ever do a duet with someone like the Burger King?
yeah, I did do I'd like to meet up with Paul. I mean, maybe we did one for the Japanese TV show, which I think is on YouTube.
You could
Getting
do a rap
on
video, couldn't you?
rap video. But you know, I'd love to. I did do something once where I did obviously with Kid None, the flatulent bass, which was great, and that again is in the videos. Are you ready for the flatulent bass? I enjoyed that. I hoped it to become an Ibiza dance classic, but you never know. It didn't do this year, but you know, in time it might do. So yeah, I'm open to all. Actually, I must remember somebody wrote to me from Russia recently. I wanting to do a collaboration on a dance track. I get the emails get lost. I need to look him up.
That's pretty good.
If you're watching, write to me again, and we'll sample some colon coughs, and we need more collaborations, don't we?
We keep asking all the time. Can you burp as well? There's about 2 or 3 people have asked.
No, I'm not a burper. I know what you mean. It's like the burper king who does his burps. No, it's not my forte, if you like. I'm very much a colon cough or a petomane. You know, I'm very much a downstairs man. You know what I mean? A backdoor bugler. I don't know. That's got a strange connotation there, hasn't it? But you know what I mean. So I'm not a top end man really. More
But
from
going back to
bottom end.
collaborations, we want to go on a few more YouTube channels, don't we?
Yeah,
You're like,
yeah.
I want to see Alex on the car factory.
Yeah, we want to go on a few more, you know, go and make guest appearances on other YouTube channels. If obviously it's difficult if you're at the other side of the world, but if you're in the UK, you know, a few collaborations.
Following the fighters.
But in the summer, because we were going to do this the other winter, and it's just too damn cold and like out there, isn't it?
Yeah.
At the moment, it's like. So, and then the summer comes, and if you've ever witnessed the British summer, it's 95% rain, and then we probably get a fortnight of good weather.
Yeah.
And on that fortnight, you're usually already down for doing something else, you know, and so before you know it, you're in the autumn again. It's a difficult one, really. But yeah, we'd like to do a few more collaborations, wouldn't we?
Do you have any trouble with your neighbours?
No, the neighbours are fine. The neighbours are good. What can I say? This house, the walls on this house are that thick. Probably it's made of stone, so they're roughly about that thick, you know. So the sound is pretty much self-contained in the whole of the house, and the neighbours are cool. You know what I mean? The neighbours are cool with it, as long as I don't go in and sit in their front garden with a megaphone, with a Deltic horn blasting away. Obviously, if I went and sat in the front garden and started firing away with that, they'd have some problems. But, you know, everyone keeps to themselves around here, really, and I'm sure everybody knows what to do, but they're too polite to acknowledge it.
Someone's just replying and said, are the neighbours aware that it's Mr. Methane next door?
Yeah, they are, aren't they? Yes, yeah, because, I do know
You
that.
watch on Britain's Got Talent.
Yeah, because, no, but I do know because, yeah, they do. They do know. It's no secret. The secret's out in the locality all around, really. So yeah, that's not a secret, you know. And the room's fairly well insulated, isn't it? Like I say, you know, the walls are like that thick, you know. So none of the sound escapes the house unless we have a window open, which, you know, is a good idea actually. After the show, we'll be opening a window.
Yeah.
So how are we doing for questions? Do we need another blast now?
Oh, yeah.
As people have been asking for how much is that doggy was asked for?
Yeah, how much is that?
What else was asked for, Thomas?
I've been watching you.
Well, if you did, how much is that doggy? I know. It's
Someone wants a really loud, long
fart. Right. My colon's a bit congested tonight for the long ones, so I should have cleared my throat before the show. Probably too much information there, but let's start then with a bit of you can you know the words. How much is that doggy? Don't you?
I copied Andrew last time.
All right, I'll have to do
I'll
it.
do it.
Nobody, you know how much is that doggy in the window? Woof woof. The one with the waggly tail. Woof woof. How much is that dog in the window? Woof. I do hope that dog is so sad. And then we'll do the big long one on the end for the other person.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Here we go. But lay it back, you know, because there's no rush with this song. So you know, it's pretend it's Chaz and Dave, you know what I mean? So here we go. 1, 2, 3.
How much is that dog in the window? The one with the waggly tail. How much is that dog in the window? I do hope that dog is for sale.
Good, that one.
Oh, with a big ending there. How much is that doggy in the window? So there you go, that was it. I hope you could hear the choir at the back there, just singing along for me. And we'll do that more often because we can't use music. If you sing the, if you know the songs, you
What's
sing.
it, lyric sheets up?
And when I go like that, that means I'm going to come in.
Yeah.
To me, like that, It's,
Someone asked for cut the cheese, but it's not the same without the.
It isn't, no. I mean, I could do the two guys here. So there you go. I'll just sing a little bit. So it'd be something like, if you ever watched Cut the Cheese, it's there. These two guys here, they sing. They sing, guys. We love you, Mr. Methane, because you cut the cheese wherever you please. We love you, Mr. Methane. You got a pet old man who used to drive the train.
We love you, Mr. Methane. You've got CH4 coming out your trap door. We love you, Mr. Methane.
When you go. Yeah, that's it. You know I'm Mr. Now that's what I call a blowjob. That's the end of it. I shouldn't have said that.
That's just a demonetised.
Demonetised.
Yeah.
Susanna Sarah Watch Kicky will be on to me. She'll be on phone Watch Kicky well
So
from
much for
California.
goals at the beginning.
Hey Mr. Methane,
Yeah.
I don't like your content,
You won't
so
find it.
best watching because we don't want Sarah and the YouTube people over there in California. So sorry about that, guys.
Can you do the Australian anthem?
Yeah, I have done it. It's an Advanced Australia Fair, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it's gone completely out of my head. I did it once as a ringtone. Now there's a thing about, when I'm over in Oz, a lot of people don't think that Advanced Australia Fair should be their national anthem, and I forget what they said would be a better, if anyone from Oz is on, there's another song, another tune that people think is more the anthem, and it's not Men at Work down under.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to think. Without hearing the music, it's totally gone out of my head because I've got all these different anthems in my head, and Australia Fair isn't there. I know G'day G'day, G'day G'day. How's it going with Slim Dusty? That was a good one, Slim Dusty. When he used to tour Australia, the Artie Langer, the promoter, his dad, Arthur Langer, he used to manage Slim Dusty. He used to put the shows on. So thank you to Slim Dusty and Artie's dad, because Artie's dad, obviously, Arthur, got Artie into the business, and Artie thought, well, I haven't got a Slim Dusty, I best find my own Slim Dusty. So he taught me a little bit, but nowadays he's making lots of money with Carl Barron over there in Australia. Carl did really, really well for him,
Someone says Masters of Dirt 2020.
Yes,
Masters of Vienna, Austria.
Vienna, that was another big gig. Someone asked about a big gig earlier. The Masters of Dirt, there's a few videos. Again, if you put Masters of Dirt, Mr. Methane, there are a few on other channels. Crazy, fantastic show. The guys who do those motorbike stunts, if you go and just look at Masters of Dirt, I mean, it's really dangerous stuff, you know what I mean? Proper. We had a guy turned up, they brought him over from, I think it was Canada, and he had a ski mobile, and he was going to do a backflip on a ski mobile. Unfortunately, it all went wrong at rehearsals, and he didn't quite recover, and he had a broken wrist, and so he was out of the show, and I'm sure they'd spent something like €30,000 or €17,000 bringing him over from Canada. So it all got Yeah, Masters of Dirt. That's another one to watch. If you've got a pen or something, write down Masters of Dirt, Mr. Methane.
Someone says,
David.
David Burns says, coming to you from Australia, we have just changed the words of our stupid anthem yesterday. It is worthy of Mr. Methane performance. Can you fart standing up?
Yeah, I do occasionally, but gravity takes over. I mean, if I go, I'll just show you. If I can, there we go. I'll just do one standing up, but you've got to be careful. There we go. Listen to this. Too good to miss. Da, 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 da. Oh, now you've got to be careful because gravity takes over. You know what I'm saying?
Have you ever used the aid of a tuning fork before you start
You
getting
mean ooh, got an idea, we got a tuning fork, we need a bit of theatre. We do need a bit of theatre. I mean, we're just not that sophisticated. All we end up doing is just pressing a bell, you know, and then occasionally, he's not, where are you tonight? Are you down there? Occasionally, when God comes, you want to wish everybody Happy New Year? Say Happy New Year then. Oh, that's great, yeah. Have you made a resolution? Have you? What about me? Oh, well, my resolution this year is to break wind more often. What's yours? Oh, you'd like at least 2 weeks in Florida, or 2 weeks in Florida. Also, he says if you want to support his holiday fund, Flingo's holiday fund. Well, I've got to give you all my money. Oh, I don't want to get it. The money is to buy things for so you know, like the Rolling Road for Old Smoky. I feed you well, you know what I mean, and you get a nice warm house. And if I've got any spare, I'll definitely send you some money into your bank account, and then you can go to Florida. Look, we need you over there with a guy. Come on. Look after Wingo there. Don't do that. Don't stop it. Sorry about that. He just, you know, he is here and he's helping me out. He's a good lad, Flingo. Go on, anything now we're doing it. Are people getting fed up now?
We're still at 49 people.
Oh, 49 people.
We've topped out about 55, or 50 now.
50.
There's still comments coming in.
Come on, let's have some of the end because people want to know stuff. Yeah.
World Fart Championships 2018.
Yeah, lovely, great Utajavi with Fartman and Alex, Vlad and Alex, and Vlad came in. Vlad won in 2013, and he came back in 2018, and he won again. But it's always good to open up the World Farting Championships with Fartman, and we have a good time actually. It's great. Is that whoever's wrote in?
That was 2018. Someone said then.
Yeah, were you at Utajavi? It was a great time, and the weather was with us. Always difficult, I know, the weather.
We had a TV crew, didn't we?
Yeah, we had a TV crew because we had Nick Sheehan, didn't we?
Yeah.
And Albert Nerenberg, who did an environmental documentary, which is out on the Discovery Channel, and I believe it'll be have a network premiere in Europe. I think it's currently showing over in Canada, so keep an eye open for that. It's I've forgotten the word. What's the title? The title's gone. I know what the title.
Who farted?
It is. It wasn't Who Farted. No, it wasn't Who Farted. That was. My head's all mashed now. My head's.
But it's mostly got you in it.
Have you ever pooped yourself?
Have I ever pooped myself? Yes, basically. I've caught a bear in the net a couple of times. But standing up as well. Somebody asked why I don't stand up that much, and that's why, because of the gravity. Yeah. So come on, I want to answer as many questions as possible if there's lots of people asking questions. I don't want to leave anybody out really.
A lot of people ask the same thing. You see, so
Ah,
you've got to
right.
sort out the.
Well, maybe if the questions that come up the most, we'll answer them as much as we can, you know, and don't hold back. By the way, don't hold back because you know, obviously we've got to keep it clean. So that Sarah Wojcicki doesn't ring me up in the morning and give me a telling off.
Someone asked, do you have help doing your videos?
Some of the videos I do on my own, the greetings videos when I say happy birthday to people, a lot of the time I just do them on my own, which is difficult. But with the live chat, we decided that we incorporate a few of them. Most of the time, the other members of the family are on the other side of that door, keeping well away from.
I've done a bit of filming for you.
You've done some filming, yeah. Thomas has done some filming, but generally people don't want to be in the same room when I'm recording, if you know what I'm saying. Especially because I have the window shut so that people outside don't hear me in the local neighbourhood. So yeah, I do a lot on my own, but I really need a bit more help because we could expand the what's going on if somebody's holding the camera, you know.
All the funds we can.
Someone says you need a sexy assistant.
I do need a sexy assistant. I do. You're right. Unfortunately, I've been working on that for a long time, and I've
It's very PC now.
yeah, it's very yeah. That's another problem. You see, become very PC. Not to have a sexy assistant to, you know, and
It's not like Bruce Forsyth.
no, it's not like The Price is Right in those days, you know. So we can't have a lady with cleavage, and though we did have the ladies, we did have the gas girls, didn't we? On Cut the Cheese, they were good sports, you know. They all turned up and
Methane girl.
a methane, yeah, we need a Mrs. Methane, yes, Mrs. Methane.
Someone's asked two questions here. Do you have what do you call it, children or grandchildren, and do you miss driving trains?
Ah, right. Do I have children or grandchildren? No, I've got lots of nephews though. Nephews and nieces. Got quite a lot of nephews and nieces. I'm the last of a big family as well. Do I miss driving trains? It depends really. You know, the thing is with train driving, if you're doing it as a job, it's to do it properly. It's not a job; it's a way of life, and the shifts are very irregular. They're almost like an airline pilot shift. You know, you're starting at 3 in the morning. Sometimes you'll start the week starting at 6 in the morning. Then by the middle of the week you'll be starting at 3 in the morning. Then you'll get a day off, and it won't be really a very good day off because you'll come at 1 minute past midnight after your day off on Saturday morning. So that's constant, and you just really probably takes about 20 years off your life. The other thing is modern trains aren't quite as much fun as older trains, you know. Older trains where some trains didn't have brakes, you know, you just use the engine and the brake van at the back. Others were vacuum braked, so use a vacuum brake rather than air brake. But now brakes are very much the electro pneumatic brakes are a lot quicker, or they call them train wire brakes. So things are different. Even the engines are different, you know.
Someone's asked.
I'm not sure. I possibly miss it, you know, but if I had to do it every day, I possibly would want to come back and start breaking wind again.
Apparently, Dennis Allerton said that you were called the Phantom Farter. He was with you back in the day.
Yeah, we were going to. No, this is. Who's that from? Because I think.
It's from Green Derg.
Well, Green Derg, right? I don't know if Green Derg is real name is, which I won't mention because he doesn't want to be thingy. But I think you were gonna.
Green Derg says we did tour.
Yeah, and you were going to digitise a bit of stuff and upload it. And also, I did promise to do a shout out for Dennis because he was getting on for 80. And it's funny, we were only talking about that, you know, earlier.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah, I was just showing you a picture of Dennis on class 25. And we just, I was going to put it up as a thumbnail. I said, should we put Dennis, because we used to call Dennis Crazy Horse. And one of his catchphrases was "shonka donka." He's got "shonka donka." But Dennis wants. There's a picture on Glory Days of Diesel Facebook site of a photographer, a railway photographer, and he said, Does anybody know who this man is? He says he picked me up one day at New Mill Station. He stopped his engine and said, "Do you want to ride?" And he gave him a ride into Manchester on the engine. And he's got a picture, and there's Dennis. And because I worked on railway, I know it's class 25, a Sulzer, a motorboat, as they used to call them, because it sounded like motorboat. So, yeah, a big shout out for Dennis. It'd be great if we could get that old footage in the mess room that Dennis did, because I know he did a lot of work with the camcorder. It'd be great if we could get that digitised, and I must dig back in the messages.
Apparently he's still going, he's 83 now.
83, good old Dennis. So it's, somebody, I think I went to a funeral in Buxton last year, and Mick Broadbent passed away. And I'm sure somebody, I thought I might have seen Dennis at the funeral, because Puss Atkins came, Alan Atkins. I was hoping that Dennis had turned up, but he didn't, which is a shame. He's a good lad, Dennis. So I need to do a shout out. I haven't forgotten, but if you can digitise any stuff and put it up, or send it to me via WeTransfer, and I'll put it up on the channel. You know, some vintage Methane.
That'd be great.
That'd be good. That would, yeah.
Chris has just donated £10.
Oh, thanks very much, Chris.
Chris from Cheetham Hill, this is. And he says, "Have you ever experienced any aggro with your skill?"
Oh yeah, Chris, I have many a time. You know, I mean, when I did the clubs and things, you get people throwing bottles at you.
Yeah, a bit of abuse.
You get abuse, you know. I once started a full-scale riot at Exeter University. It was a free bar, and suddenly somebody decided it would be a good idea to pour beer all over me while I was performing. And then somebody else thought they'd bring a beer, you know, people who were making nowadays, what's it called? It's a new thing, isn't it? This, the cancel culture. So it's gaining momentum about 25 years ago. So the trendy guys like, "Hey, that's disgusting, I'll just pour a pint of beer over you and then cancel you." And then, but the rugby club didn't like it. So what happened is the rugby club ended up forming like a human shield around the stage. While I finished the show. So, you know, that basically there was probably a microcosm of the future, you know, whether you've got the what is it called, the woke I'm nothing really against
Just going,
you know, justice and everything, but you know, we've got the woke side, and then we've got the you know, we've got the I'm trying to think I'm trying to put this politely because I don't want to upset anybody, but I think it's like, you know, I mean, I'm watching from the UK, but you've got Democrats, haven't you? You know, the woke democratic thing, and then you've got the Republicans, but trouble is a lot of Republicans carry automatic weapons, you know, so. If you can imagine, you know, the young guys making a statement, pouring beer on me, and then the rugby club turns up and says, "Behave yourself." I think that is what we could be in for, rather alarmingly, in society in general.
Have you ever used your gassy bottom for buoyancy aid?
A buoyancy aid? No, but again, I once did the Korean, I think it was Korean TV, and I let go in the swimming pool when the bubbles came up, you know. That's one.
There's some rare pictures of it in a hot tub, isn't there?
That's it. But where I had that, it's on a video or a DVD. I'd like to. I'll see if I can find that. Actually, it might actually be digital. I've got lots of stuff that isn't digital.
Yeah, I was going to say that we want to get a VHS DVD.
Yeah. We've got loads of stuff. We've got super high. What's it called? Not super VHS. What's it called? Digicam footage. We've got stacks of it. We've got Atlantic 252 radio. We've got absolutely hours and hours of it in this little case downstairs, and I need to digitise it, but you can only do it in real time, you know what I mean? So I was going to I could spend like 100 hours of my life just sat in a room watching it go round. So I need to do it though. So but I'll try and look at Korea. Let's try and find some other stuff. That's another thing we should do.
Vintage.
So you you remember these things, and then you just, you know.
Well, you could do Throwback Thursday.
Throwback Thursday. We'll do it there. You get the cattle prod out and remind me, you know.
Just had more money coming.
Yeah, this is Carmine Sarno.
Carmine Sarno, yes.
Yeah, I don't know what country this person's from. It says, thanks for chatting with us, Mr. Methane. Your custom video made my friend's wedding reception a total blowout.
Oh, brilliant.
Reactions all over the board.
Brilliant.
Priceless.
Smashing.
And there's another thing that's been cropping up on the chat once or twice. Can your R's fart different languages? It started with French and then everyone's asking, does it fart
can your R's fart different languages? It's probably the one sort of language that embraces the whole of the world. You know what I mean? Everybody in all different countries like a good colon cough, you know. So maybe it is multilingual, if you like. So it's a language. In fact, it's a language that can be understood by everybody, no matter if you're speaking French, Italian, English, Mandarin. You know what I mean? Norwegian, Swedish. You know, Russian, Polish. You know, lots of different languages, but everybody understands the colon cough. Yeah.
Someone asked, are you planning on maybe updating your Facebook page or Patreon more often?
Yeah. Now the Patreon, the thing with the Patreon is
you need people to join it.
We need people to join it, but at the moment, the people who join it are just trying to support the YouTube channel. I've had it a while, and I'm not fully convinced. I don't know what Patreon's really for. Because
what's that buy coffee thing?
Yeah, there's that buy a coffee. I'm wondering if I should. I don't want to. The people who are on Patreon at the moment are basically just saying, look, I'll support your channel by, you know, but I don't want to hold any content. I know some people hold content in Patreon, and I try and make as much as I possibly can public on YouTube. And I've spoken to the guys who are donating on Patreon, and they're totally cool with that, you know. But maybe we should use another platform, like there's a button, buy me a coffee, and there's PayPal me, so you can just, if you like what's going on, you can just say, there you go, just, you know, just have a 50p or something. You know, it doesn't matter, everything's gratefully accepted, and it just shows that, you know, you enjoy what's going on, and you want to support it, and it chivies you on to do a bit
just
more.
On a slight side note, your channel's actually up to 21.4 now.
Oh, 21.4.
Because we're on 21.3 when we started this channel.
Oh, right. Oh, so we've gone up.
Subscribers, yeah.
Oh, that's yes, it was on 21. Yeah, we picked up some subscribers.
Yeah,
oh,
just from this live chat.
Thanks, guys. We're going to do more of these live chats. But I think most of the content will be on here. There is a lot more content on this channel that you don't see, because just going back to the videos, the lady who said the video made the wedding, made the day of the wedding. A lot of people don't, you know, or book a video, get me to do a video through the Mr. Methane fart greetings on the mrmethane.com website or in the links below, but they don't want it public. So what I do is I either send it to you via WeTransfer so you can download it, or I put it on as unlisted so no one sees it except the people who have the URL. So there's a lot more content that you don't see that I'm making, and you think, why is he quiet? And it's because some people have been in touch and said, can you do me a video to such a song, this, you know, and a shout out to so and so, and I do the video, but they say, please don't make it public, you know, because this man is a future Prime Minister of New Zealand, and he won't do me any good, or something like, you know, future diplomat, you know.
Someone caught with a good idea. He says maybe you could run Buy Me a Coke on Patreon.
Buy me a Coke.
And there's other people have been asking different things, and wait for 2 more to come through. One person asked, have you ever played the didgeridoo with your ass?
The didgeridoo.
And the other good one that's one's come out, have you ever done a table blow football?
Yes.
I thought that was really good.
No, I have, and again, this is something that, right, I've done table blow football on F2F, which is a face-to-face, which was a Granada television cable thing, and it was with Sacha Baron Cohen, who later became Ali G and Bruno and all these other characters. Who's the one he does? Borat.
Borat.
Yeah. Sexy time.
Sexy time.
So I've got an old video. He used to, when he was first getting going in TV, he was over at Thames. He was doing a Granada cable channel production, cutting his teeth, and the entire budget for the show was £250, believe it or not. And so we did table blow football with Sacha Baron Cohen. So again, it's on an old VHS. So maybe I should try and get that. And if YouTube doesn't say take it down, which they sometimes do, the copyright owner's still Granada, I could show you a bit of table blow football.
Patreon, you could put it on
Patreon. Yeah, no, we could maybe put the things like that on Patreon out of the way of the public domain, or BitChutes, another place that's a little bit more open.
Does Vimeo still exist?
Vimeo's still going, you know what I mean? As is Cameo. That's Cameo, that's a band, isn't it?
Yeah.
Someone was asking if I ever wear a red codpiece like Cameo. And I've got a pair, I could do that. I've got a pair of red get a pair of red underpants and stuff a few socks down the front. And,
what was your friend in the band used to do with a hosepipe?
Oh yes, well he wasn't a friend of mine, but
Was he a friend of a friend?
Or was it Ray somebody? And he used to have a band, and he used to excuse me a minute, he used to put a piece of hosepipe down the front of his pants to make it look like he was well endowed, because he said all the women, so he'd have that, that Bee Gees thing with a big belt here and tight pants, and it looked like he got, something going down one side. Looked like he dressed to the right, you know what I mean? So, but we we don't. People don't want to know about singers who put things in their pants to,
Someone asked ages ago, which was a good one, and this is quite funny. Do you ever do Mr. Methane in public, or do you just do it for money?
Oh, do we do it in
do you actually, on your day off, do you go down?
Oh, no, I generally, I don't go to the supermarket dressed like this.
You have been known to do a secret methane?
Yeah, I've done secret methanes, secret methanes.
Where you don't get the sound.
Yeah, but yes, that's it, silent but deadly methanes. But, and if anybody ever finds the... If anyone here finds the 35mm film of taken at the Holiday Inn at Manchester Airport, I'm quite happy to give you as much money as you want for that, by the way. So, you know what I'm saying. I don't know where that disappeared to.
What was the most embarrassing moment of your farting career?
Most embarrassing moment? I've had a fair few. You can't really, if you're going to be embarrassed, you'd never do it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But there's plenty of embarrassment because it's not everybody's cup of tea. No one sits on the fence with this. They either like it or they hate it. So a lot of your gigs, when I was doing a lot more live gigs when I was a lot younger, I was generally booked to cause a commotion. Because half the audience would be with me and half would be against me. And it was that friction that sent people away at the end of the evening talking about it. And that's all the venue was interested in. So people would go on me and say, guess what I saw last night at so-and-so's discotheque, And they'd either say it was great or it was disgusting. So I was often booked to create a storm. Rather than,
it's like what they call a rock star ate my hamster, isn't it?
Yeah. Rockstar ate my hamster. Like who was he? Bad out of hell. Did he once eat?
Yeah. He bit into a bat. Yeah,
that was it. Yeah.
But it's like then it goes round town. Yeah. Even if they didn't like it, it goes round town.
It goes round town. Yeah, and so there's many a time I was booked for controversy rather than for pure entertainment. So you're just going to end up having quite a thick skin on it, really. I mean, a classic example is the Britain's Got Talent, where you knew they were going to give it the thumbs down because that was a way they could have it on by seeming not to approve of it, but they still used it as what the modern term would be clickbait, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because that particular part of that series was, I think for a while, it was the highest trending YouTube video.
Someone asked when is the next episode of Sunday Steamer?
Sunday Steamer, right, we're just on about this. If you were listening earlier on, we're going to spend a bit of money on a road because it's a bit cold out there. We've been looking for a good place to do this because I don't want to go running round in the street with old Smokey steaming away. Going to get a rolling road.
Lee nobody says.
Just let me tell them, rolling road, but they're quite expensive. They're about 60 quid for a Willesco rolling road, and we're going to put old Smokey on there, and that's coming up. That's coming up.
Nobody says, is your house ever done Donald Duck? And there was another good one. He asked
Duck.
that. Yeah.
That's like wah, 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 wah. Yeah. Disco Duck. Do you remember Disco Duck? By was it Rick Dees? And his Rick Dees. Who remembers Disco Duck by Rick Dees and his cast of idiots? Disco. Hang on, I'll just give you a bit of Disco Duck and then.
That's one of the first sort of drum beats, wasn't it? Disco.
Yeah, Disco Duck, because didn't Earl Thingy do it? Earl Young.
Yeah.
Earl Young, the disco drummer.
Is it Earl Young?
It was Earl Young, the disco drummer. Who
Yeah.
remembers Earl Young? He did a lot of the disco
He
beats.
created a Motown sound into disco, didn't he?
Yeah, that's it. He turned Earl Young. He turned the.
You've just got $10.
Oh right,
Yeah.
right.
Thanks for the Bumblebee you did last week. Absolutely amazing.
Oh,
The
really?
highlight of the family Christmas.
Oh, I need to. We're gonna do.
That was from Henry.
Right, Henry. Listen, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna do the highlights. I'm just gonna do a few highlights from the Christmas Day chat, and we're gonna put that in there, aren't we?
Oh
Yeah,
We're going to
with
edit
Flingo,
it. Thanks from Frank, because we've got Fling going. So I've downloaded the whole chat and I've just got to go through it and edit it. It's just with it been Christmas. We've just been sat around eating cake and stuff and everything. And, I might avoid the talk tonight just with it being a bit a mess to clean up. And it's 20 past midnight here in the United Kingdom. So we should go down and eat a bit. Let's just do it. I'll try a Donald Duck. Someone asked for it, so it's like wah, 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 wah. Hang on. Something like that. So it was if you remember Disco Duck, he goes, Disco, Disco Duck, Disco Duck. Ooh la la. Oh, and it's something like that anyway.
It's on YouTube, Disco Duck. Yeah.
Disco Duck's on YouTube. Rick Dees and his cast of idiots, and I'm sure Earl Young did the drums on it, or he did the drum. Yeah, I'm
There's
sure.
a video online, it tells you.
Earl Younger was in the TSOP Sound of Philadelphia, wasn't he? Who did a lot of the disco that followed on from Motown. They did the Lovers. You remember Soul Train?
Yeah.
Where the Soul Train, they did Love Is the Message, didn't they? Which was the theme to Soul
it was
Train.
Young, yeah.
But what was it? Who was it? Vince Montana Jr. Yeah, Vince Montana Jr. He
was the father, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was like the godfather of the disco sound, was Vince Montana Jr. And he did the Love Is the Message, which became the theme tune to Soul Train with do you remember who was he was like, welcome to Soul Train. Was he Dom somebody? I forget his name, but he was like proper, you wouldn't mess with him, would you? You know. And then you had and then obviously out of Soul Train came Shalimar.
Yeah.
Jeffrey Daniel, who taught Michael Jackson the moonwalk apparently, allegedly. But Jeffrey Dan and Fairy Tears, do you remember Fairy Tears?
Don Cornelius, someone put.
Yeah, that's it. That's the man, and he used to have a very deep voice to go, oh, welcome to Soul Train. And you just knew that, you would not have a willy measuring contest with that man, because you'd just be talking about feeling embarrassed. You just took it away. I reckon it was like
Peace, love and soul.
Peace, love and soul, yeah, I say. But the Soul Train dancing is amazing. I mean, you just can't top Soul Train dancing, because we had Top of the Pops in England, and it was practically rubbish. And then Shalimar hit the charts, and Jeffrey Daniel came over, and it was just him. The rest of the band didn't turn up, and they did not There It Is. What was that other song? tonight. I can't. One of the Shalimar hits, but he just. No one had seen, he moonwalked. No one had seen anything like that in England.
Yeah.
We don't get out a lot. We get out even less now, as you know, because we've left the European Union now. We've just put the drawbridge up.
Well, someone in Poland says you're bringing hope in
For the new
for
year.
the new year.
Oh yeah, well we need hope this year. We definitely need hope because unfortunately we're run by idiots, aren't we? You know what I mean? That's the problem. If we need, mind you, well, me time saying we run by idiots. Well, it takes one to know one. Do you know what I mean? And I can tell you, as a certified idiot, we're run by idiots. And it's not just this country either. We need sense and good reasoning, and there's everything to be hopeful for this year. We've got to advance. We can put a man on the moon. You know what I mean? We can move forward. Let's do it.
Do you have rest days in between your farts? Someone says. And how old's your house?
Oh, the house. What is
Did
it?
you ever do more than one gig in a day?
Yeah, I used to. It used to do.
I'm
Yeah,
sure you
yeah.
did.
When I was in the height of my powers, when I go to Australia, I'm just a commodity. So they have to get the. It costs a lot of money to fly me there, to pay for a visa, to have a tour manager, to have a hire car, all that hotel. So I used to be contracted to do as many gigs. So some days I'd do a couple of gigs in a day, and I'd drive because Australia is a big country. I'd be driving 200 or 300 miles, do a gig at dinner time, drive back, and also in the morning I'll have done a breakfast radio show for the evening gig. So I used to come back from Australia pretty farting fit. I was at the height of my powers after an Australia. I always ached at the beginning of an Australian gig, and then towards the end, I was like, it was like a breeze. That was the word. It was dead, because I was just farting fit, really. But someone asked something else before that. We just what were we on about?
How old is your house?
How old is my house? Is it 1889? Yeah. There's a date stone on the front, and it's 1889. I always
Got a few ghosts in it.
Yeah, it's got a few ghosts in there, which we sit under just a minute. I'll just have to just a minute.
Someone says damn,
Hang on.
1889.
Oh, just had to get that out. It was in there. Whew. So sorry about that, Flingo. It's we'll just move over there then a bit. 1889. And I always forget how old it is. And when I renew my insurance every year, I'm on the phone. I tend to ring around because I'm old-fashioned like that. I can't be bothered filling in that form because you get loads of we compare, go compare.
He says, is it rented or have you bought it?
Oh no, it's bought. Cash.
Showbiz cash.
Cash, But I bought a house. House prices are ridiculous in the UK, but I bought a house a long time ago. So when they were not as expensive as they are now.
Someone says, any cool ghost stories? Well, we got the knocking on the door.
Yeah, we got a knocking. There's a knocking on the other side in here. You sometimes get it's like a empty and
it's when you unlock it.
Yeah.
But when it's locked, it doesn't knock.
It thumps away, and occasionally you get the odd creaks. There used to be the back landing. I don't know if you saw when I ran into Alan Partridge in the toilet in the back the other day. I don't know, a couple of videos back. Jackie Nakanori! Back there, I actually had we installed a light. Do you remember how dark it was there? It's a very dark, because there's a chandelier, and it doesn't light that back alleyway down to the bathroom, and there's a bathroom and washroom, bathroom, toilet, and then there's a little toilet on its own, so that if someone's having a bath, you can, you know what I mean. So there was quite a lot there, wasn't there? Quite a lot, but what I did first of all is I put a light. I put a light in that area. I wired in a light, and that seemed to brighten it up a bit. And then we did a lot of work. We did a lot of work on the roof, and
I think you need bathroom out.
Yeah, we fitted the bathroom out with a low ceiling with some GU. And the GU10, GU10 lights, proper trendy stuff.
Yeah, touch wood, it's gone quiet.
Touch wood, yeah. Let me touch some wood. Touch wood. we had that much work done. It seems to have. They've decided to move on. But there were times, sometimes when I was in this house on my own, there would be times when at night I'd wake up and I'd fancy a slash. I went, oh, Jesus, I need to go to the bog and have a slash, and I wouldn't bother.
What was the story you always think was a dwarf, and you said no?
No, that was my imagination. That's just that was just my wild imagination. I always thought there'd be a dwarf on the other side. But I always, when I'm in this house on my own, I always lock the bedroom door.
You've seen the knob turn, haven't you, in from your bed?
I can't. Maybe in my sleep. I have had a few things when there's something round. Something round me. But there's been times when I've stepped. But we seem to have reached an equilibrium. They've got used to me now, and like I say, the ones on the back landing, touch wood, they seem to have moved on. So maybe all the farting and all the jollity of the Methane household, maybe it's healed a lot of, because ghosts tend to be people who are trapped here and who can't move on to them. So maybe they've gone, oh my God, I'm off. You know what I mean? This guy's farting. Whoa! I'd rather go to the next world. Or maybe they've had a good laugh and gone. But things are a lot better. But there were a lot of. You get in old houses, you do get a lot of people.
What is your favourite song to fart? And has your rectal emissions ever set a smoke alarm off?
Rectal emissions setting smoke alarms off, not that I know of. Favourite song to fart to, I always did like a bit of Madness driving in my car. I always liked that one.
The following question, someone asked a lot earlier on.
But Sausalitaville by, Margaritaville by Jimmy Buffett. Is it? Yeah, it's not Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett's the investment man. Jimmy Buffett, Sausalitaville. It's in the videos below. Just fantastic. I didn't know how good that song was until I got my cheeks around it. And there's an instrumental breakdown, and somebody said the other week that's probably your finest ever piece. And I can't, it was just. I still like it now. It's not a song that's greatly known over in the UK. I think it's very much.
You said he's Jimmy Buffett.
Jimmy Buffett. That's it. Sausalitaville. And it's in the videos below. Margaritaville, not Sausalitaville. I'm thinking of Sausalito over the other side of the bloody Golden Gate Bridge in San Francisco. Yeah, Margaritaville. Great song. Check it out, especially the breakdown in the middle. I just got the colon coughs right.
Some guy says, I remember you from Sydney, Australia in the 1990s on the radio.
Oh yeah, was that'd be Andrew Denton Breakfast Show, I think, with Amanda Keller, I think. But I can't remember if Martin Malloy got networked through from Melbourne. But breakfast shows were definitely Andrew Denton, Amanda Keller. But apparently I caused a traffic jam once because I don't know if somebody crashed his car or something listening to me on the radio, but it caused a bit of a traffic
jam.
That's
in the paper somewhere.
Have you ever thought of changing your name legally to Mr. Methane?
Oh, that'd blow me cover really, wouldn't it? You know what I mean? That'd blow me cover. I did know a guy who changed his name to John Major, who at the time was the British Prime Minister. So you can change your name by default. There was another chap I knew who was a photographer, and his name used to be Cattle, and that was his surname, Cattle. But everybody started calling him Moo Man, obviously after Cattle. So he changed it to Castle. So, but I've never really, I haven't thought of changing it. Possibly, no. It would be nice to have a checkbook with Mr. Methane on, though, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But what would they probably want you to have a first name, a Christian name? So some of the papers used to think that they said, well, you need a first name. So they ended up calling me Mickey. Do you remember Mickey Methane?
Yeah.
Hey, Mickey Methane,
That was a Sunday sport.
That was a Sunday sport. Yeah, that was George Dearsley's fault. That was. If you're watching, George, thank you. Don't know where George is now. He used to be a reporter on the Sunday Sport, them were the days. So we best...
Martin Malloy went nationwide, my first methane experience.
Yeah, Martin... Well, good, he did go out. Martin... Mick Malloy and... Mick Malloy and Tony Martin and Mick Malloy and Peter Grace and Sansia. Peter Grace, who was the producer, was the first man to ever speak on FM radio in Australia. I used to like Martin Malloy. They're all great. Everybody in that studio was great. Sansia, Gracie, Mick and Tony. And we used to ring up Mick's mum, as you know, who Mick used to call Pigface for some reason. And Chris used to come with me. Chris Franklin is a great guy. He's probably probably the nicest bloke I know, Chris Franklin. Great guy.
Yeah. Have you ever thought of doing a video about your mask? That was asked again. Video. Have you ever thought of doing a video without your mask?
Oh, without the mask, yeah. I nearly took it off. There was a video on YouTube from a TV show called Bingo Lotto, but I noticed that it's been taken down by the TV
We were going to do 100k, weren't we?
Oh, we were going to do it. What was that? Oh,
Get
yeah.
to 100k subscribers.
Yeah. Well, if we get to 100k, apparently, this is what my young nephew business manager is telling me. If we get to 100k subscribers, we're going to do an unmasking. But you could see me actually on Bingo Lotto on YouTube, but it's been taken down by the TV company, copyright. Right. So there were thingies of me without the mask on, but now I've been told, but keep it on until we reach 100k subscribers.
We don't want to give all the...
No, you're right. What he's saying is we'll hold it back a little bit.
The guy said Chris Franklin does stand-up comedy. He's still in Australia.
Oh yeah. Oh good. He's still going now. Chris says yeah. He's good. He's good. Chris. He's really good.
Have you ever ripped a hole in your undercrack as well, tooting?
No, I haven't ripped a hole, but I once had a drunken Norwegian guy, and he held the cake too close. You know, I blow out the candles on the cake, and he was so drunk he sort of smashed the cake into my pants, and I've probably got the pants. He destroyed this material is crimpling, so it's very very flammable. It melts. You know, it's like the old. Do you remember the old 1970s suits made of? What were they made of? You remember those old suits they made of? Someone gave me that old. It used to stick to you, full of static.
Oh,
nylon,
yeah.
Like a nylon, you know. And all the suits in the 1970s were made of
Merc, they'd be nice.
Merc suits, and they're all like awful bloody things. But yeah, so he burnt this, and it just melts like you're burning a plastic egg. So yeah, I haven't blown one in, but somebody's actually shoved the cakes into my rear end, and the idea was I was to blow the candles out using the towel. You know, what's going on here?
The big one.
Yeah.
I love Mr. Methane's Candy Book Pipe Shop because done in Blackpool. Sadly, it's no longer on break.com anymore. But I love the one when he walks into the doorway of a hotel looking for a lavatory.
Ah, right. Yeah. The reason, right, I can't. What's happened, I'll tell you about this. If I upload anything from Mr. Methane Let's Rip DVD on YouTube, it immediately gets the copyright kicks in because I've got a distributor who owns the rights to distribute it, and he really only has the rights in Australia, but it suits me because it means that I don't have to police it and get things taken down. But what I was thinking of doing is I do have a special Vimeo upload of Mr. Methane's Let's Rip, and I wondered if whether to say to people, it's got password protection on it. I wondered whether to say to people, you know, send us, because people don't want to buy the DVD. I still sell the DVD, but I wonder whether to say to people, look, if you send us in sort of, I don't know, £5 or something like that, five UK or something like that. Then I'll send you the password and you can just watch it and show your mates.
Someone's still got it on VHS.
Oh, VHS, bloody hell, that'll become, keep that, it might be like vinyl, like the old LPs going up. That we need to get, I'm still thinking now, I'd like to say to the distributor, look, drop the copyright off, this copyright protection you've got with YouTube, because I'm just going to take the butt pipe shockers and upload them to the channel. So I am toying with that sort of idea. I don't know what to do on that one. It's a very difficult situation, really. Or I just wonder whether to say to people, look, I might put something on the thing saying, I don't know, £2 or £3 or something. I don't know what do people pay now to watch a little movie on Netflix.
Depends.
I don't know, 'cause I don't have it.
I've been waiting. No, this is what I've been doing. I've been waiting for iTunes. I have an aggregator. They're like on iTunes who does. He's aggregator is like a distributor who has a contract with iTunes. And I've been waiting for years for him to get what they call a long form video license, which means that he could then be the aggregator for Mr. Methane Electric on iTunes, and iTunes just works the price out. I don't know how they do it, but I've been waiting now. It's like waiting for a bus, It's just never seems to come. So I'll have to. That's something else. Remind me. We've got to get that because more people need to have access to Let's Rip, and people don't want to buy DVDs now. I understand that, so we've got to work out another way of getting it out there to people. Definitely, maybe the Christmas album again. I'm thinking we haven't had the Christmas album on for a while. Maybe we'll do it because I can't put the tracks on to iTunes because the cover versions. So what I'm thinking of doing maybe next Christmas is again, send us, I don't know how much, we'll work a price out, and then I'll send the tracks, all 15 Christmas tracks to you as MP3s via WeTransfer or something like that. So we've got to do that because there's some great Christmas tracks and stuff, and we've got to get them out there.
Have you ever come across any other performing farters?
I did hear about.
Well, he says here. He also says, "Have you seen? Is it Will the Farter?"
Will the Farter.
Oh, Will the Farter.
He's been in the Howard Stern show.
Yeah, Will the Farter. It's funny on Will because he said, "Hey, I want you to come over. We were going to have a fart off on the Howard Stern show, which sounded absolutely great, but I couldn't work out any way to fund the trip. So I used to say to the guys at the Stern show, if you can get me a comedy room, I'll come over. And then obviously you'd do the show with Will, and then that night you'd go to the comedy room and people would pay, I don't know what the current rate in New York is, but you'd take the door from the club and that'd fund your visit. Because if you ever just nip over to America and come back within a couple of days, the airfare is absolutely sky high. I think you have to stay over a weekend, you have to go into the following week and then the airfare. So it's very expensive, plus you've got your hotel rooms in Manhattan. So as much as Will wanted me to come, I couldn't afford to just throw all this money at it without getting a few gigs. So it never happened. As well as Will, so I've never met Will. Then he once got in touch with me and said, "Hey, Mr. Methane, I'm in London." And the thing is, England isn't a massive country, but it's a very congested country. And London is quite a long way away from where I live. So it's not a matter of just nipping down the road, If it was Western Australia, then 200 or 300 miles would be nothing, just down, watch you don't run over an emu and wreck your car, but on an unsealed dusty road, but you're soon there, but travelling 20 miles in the UK can be difficult.
Have you ever had stage fright?
Oh, all the time. If you don't have stage fright is if you're too there's a balance. If you're too relaxed, you won't get your performance right, you know. But if you're too tense, you won't get it right. So you need a bit of stage fright, and every performer gets it. When you're in stage fright, it's like you can't. When you're going on, you can't think. You can't remember what your show is, and it's awful when you're ready to go on, and then the compare keeps going on and on and on, and you're thinking, right, come on, let's go, and then he fires off on another joke, and you want to go on, but the moment you walk out, it just flows, you know. But you need that adrenaline rush, and if you haven't done it for a while, what I've found as I've got older, I've done less and less shows. We seem to be moving away from live performances more and more. And what I've found is when I go back to live performances, for a few gigs, I don't miss the adrenaline, because there's a lot of adrenaline and you don't miss it. But then once you've been back in the saddle a little bit, then you can get hooked on the adrenaline as well. So it's a very difficult thing, you know. I much prefer having a chat here and doing the videos actually. But it still is nice to get out. It's just, I don't know, the adrenaline's a funny thing, but every performer, any performer who doesn't get that adrenaline rush is not going to give a good performance.
Are you, this keeps coming up, are you thinking of training someone else? Or, like a young Luke fart walker?
A young fart walker, yeah, someone to fill my boots, so to speak. I don't know really.
I think the legacy is better than
yeah, I don't know. Someone did once. God, talking about, I haven't met anyone. There was a guy who fancied being a farter. It's so difficult, you know, because if everybody, but if anyone decides to take this up as a career, you know, then they've got to find their own persona, you know, because, you know, they're going to be a different character. What's comfortable with them?
What did Eric Morecambe say the other day?
Oh, I can't
He
remember.
says you copy, but you make it your own style.
Yeah, Eric Morecambe said you copy but make it your own style. So anyone who comes in the future Mr. Methane or what would he be called, Mr. Flatulator or something?
Methane. He's
got to develop, just like singers, you know what I mean? Because you've got Sammy Davis Jr. and Dean Martin, you know, they're different, and Sinatra, you know, they're all in that Rat Pack, but they're all different styles of you know, the singers, but they've got their own style. And I think that's what
Andrew wants to do the museum, doesn't he?
Yeah. Anyone who's coming into to you know, to sort of meet, he's got to develop their own thing, if that makes sense anyway.
Someone says, have you ever let rip in public places? What's the smelliest fart you've ever had? And someone says, once inhaled, how long can you keep it in?
Oh my goodness,
before finishing with a ripper?
Right, yes, we've done Mr. Methane Butt Pipe Shockers, which is on the DVD, that's in public places. Once inhaled, what was the middle one?
Okay. What's the smelliest fart you've ever had?
Smelliest fart I've ever had.
It's more toilet.
Yeah, it's usually me. You'd have to ask my sister about that. But there's
that one at Matlock Bath wasn't as good, was it? The pottery shop in Matlock Bath.
Oh, I'd forgotten about that.
I don't know that.
What did they do? I've done that many. Right, I was in a pottery shop in Matlock Bath, yeah. What happened?
And you let one rip next to your sister.
Oh.
And you bombed it, and then everyone thought it was your sister in the pottery shop.
God, I've done that a few times.
Yeah, she was the best place.
But there was another time I went to see Lenny Henry at the Apollo. And my sister was on a first date with Thomas's dad here. And he'd never met me before, and I let one go, and we were sort of, I think we might have been in a little box, you know, like we might have got these seats that were on his own, but I just let one go, and she wasn't happy with that because obviously at the time she was trying to get closer to Thomas's dad rather than get away from him. And what was the other? How long you can hold it in so long, and then he gets a bit tense inside, and he can disappear up here as well. and come out much later. So the butt pipe shockers, if you've ever watched them, it's quite difficult to do really, because you've got to keep it in the lower digestive tract in the colon, and not let it disappear up here, which is a bit of, after a gig sometimes you're driving home and you think, oh, some of it's got up there, it's like indigestion, you know. But it does work its way. You've got to just lie down and let it out when you get home. It's heaven, absolute heaven.
Does Big Sister know how to do the methane talents?
No, she's big sister. Probably would not be interested at all in the methane talent. What would you say?
No, she won't be interested.
She won't
And
be
someone asked, is there something that anyone can learn?
I'm sure you could do. I mean, I've tried to explain it to people, but I'm not sure. I don't know really. I honestly don't know. I did know somebody that could do it, and then they lost the ability. So in a sense, you've got to keep your abdominals in shape, and you've got to keep your weight down. And you've got to practice really. I'm sure I'm sure a lot of people could learn it if they put the effort in. But I'm sure there's more productive things they could do with the time. You know what I'm saying? People have got busy lives, haven't they? So it's probably easier if they just come and watch me do it. And I don't know. Sometimes it's better to watch than do. It's like
never meet your heroes, isn't it?
Yeah, but also, you know, someone said earlier, did you miss driving trains? And the thing is, when you're behind a train and you hear a loco going away, it sounds great, but when you actually sort of it, to a lot of extent, it's just it's like being in a great big steel dustbin with someone banging on the roof. You know what I mean? Because you got these big metal cabs that are just not insulated. And until you drop the window and stick your head out, you don't actually see the roar of the engine. You know, it's a different. So sometimes it's better to be looking in than actually be inside looking out. That makes sense. So, has Andy Till turned up?
Yeah, let's do Methane. He's
Till's
our
turned up.
Instagram and TikTok star.
Oh, is he on?
No, but he does. Someone
on?
Was asking about TikTok live. We can't do it because I'm.
Is he on Cherry Vape? Is he Cherry Vaping tonight? Andy Till's on, everybody. If you want to, so Andy Till, andytill.com. He's out there. He does. Andy does the Mr. Methane Instagram for me. He's another nephew, so he's just tuning in there and he does the TikTok for me as well. He's very, very up to date on all that. I think we've been on nearly 2 hours. We said we were just going to stop for an hour.
You've been like over 40 all the time.
So people are, you know, I mean, we should wrap it up and go and eat some stew, because we're not being rude, but it's nearly one. As you can see, I'll just show you. Can you see this? It's nearly 1 o'clock in the morning here in the United Kingdom on my flashing watch. Can we see that there?
I don't know, because mine's frozen.
There it is. Oh, we'll go nice and close. There we go. Yeah, almost 1 o'clock. So it's time for a bit of stew, I think, and I might just pay a visit to the gentleman's on my way down and clear my throat. Bob Bush.
Andy tells us, how many Jaffa cakes can you get in your mouth?
Not as many as I can get up my ass. That's a chat gone, isn't it? That's this YouTube chat now will not be monetised, you know. And that we know. Somebody asked Ed Miliband that, didn't they?
Did they?
Yeah. Because when if you don't know, in the States or over in Australia, we had a leader of the Labour Party called Ed Miliband, and he was leader for a while. And they decided to connect with people because politicians didn't really know about the new media, you know, and they decided to connect with a more youthful vote and use this new medium that was just starting. So we had a live chat, and all the people asking were stupid questions like, how many digestive biscuits can you get in your mouth at one time, you know. He wanted to talk about sort of policies about, I don't know, eliminating homelessness or, you know, you know, the usual things politicians want to talk about, and all he got asked about was how many biscuits he could get in his mouth. So there you go. So yeah, oh my
I think you
goodness.
got that. Didn't Andrew get you those big Jaffa cakes last year?
Oh, he did. I
2019.
love Jaffa cakes. Yeah, I do love Jaffa cakes. Nice Jaffa cakes, really, really nice. I like it. The trouble is I can't stop eating them, which isn't good because.
He says correction. How many? Is it Bowman?
Oh, Belmont from
Biscuits
Aldi.
from Aldi can you get in there?
Belmont biscuits from Aldi. The thing is with me, I've ate all my Christmas chocolates already. You know, I've got a Terry's chocolate orange left because once I open it, I can't stop. I'm just like, you know. So as much as I possibly can, really.
Someone actually said, there's a story to this actually. Someone said, imagine Mr. Methane in Whitehead wearing a green suit. Now, you nearly did actually once stand for a local election, didn't you?
Yeah. I nearly stood for. I was going to stand as a local Monster Raving Looney candidate for Macclesfield because I met Screaming Lord Sutch on the James Whale show. And the trouble is, they suddenly put the deposit up to something. It was nothing, you know. But suddenly they wanted, this is about 30 years ago, they wanted 500 quid, which was probably about 1,500 in today's money. So I decided to give it a miss, you know, because I don't think, I know you to give somebody to vote for, you know what I mean, but it wouldn't be enough people for me to actually gain office. So I decided that the money was probably better invested in other things, you know. So I think everybody who you know, I could just say if you were thinking of voting for me, then just spoil your ballot, do you know what I mean? Just write none of these people across your ballot and put that in.
Apparently said so you could be better off doing Tim Tam Slams.
Tim Tam Slams.
And they're an Aussie thing, I think.
I think it's food. He was on about food
Tim
before.
Tam Slams. I know about.
I'm going to look at that
I know. I'm going to look after that because I know about Vegemite because you know Vegemite.
Yeah.
Because you know that's it's Marmite over here, but you know men at work. He just smiled and gave me a Vegemite sandwich. It's a Marmite sandwich. So maybe Tim Tam Slams is called something else over in the UK over here. I'm not sure really.
Someone asks, who sings Life is the Name of the Game and what is your favourite tea?
Oh right, my favourite tea alternates between most at the moment we're using PG Tips pyramid bags, which are quite nice.
Get a bit of Yorkshire tea.
Yeah, a bit of Yorkshire. We have a bit of Yorkshire and a bit of Tetley. We tend to alternate between the different types. And I used to like Punjana. You see, Thompson's Punjana. I used to be able to get it from Morrison's, but it's disappeared. But I loved Punjana. Just can't seem to find it anywhere now. Who Sings Life is the Name of the Game was a British entertainer, quiz show host called Bruce Forsyth.
Andrew says
So does Forsythe. So if you put him in YouTube, Bruce Forsyth, Generation Game, you'll get Bruce Forsyth and he goes, life is the name of the game and I want to play the game with you. So yeah, Bruce Forsyth, have a look at it, write it down and have a look if you're interested, that is.
Andrew said he used to drink Punjana.
Punjana, yeah, I did. Punjana tea was good. It was made by the Thompson family. Punjana, yeah, it was good. I'm going to. I think we should wind down. It's midnight because we need to go.
What happened to the app? Was it on Globe something?
Oh, Farglobe.
Yeah, I think they asked in the last two lives.
Yeah, Farglobe. Sorry, yeah, Farglobe. The app was done by a chap in the guy with the fuzzy hair who interviews me, who does the longest fart on the Farglobe app. Eve, his name was. He created the app and then he said to me, would you like to promote it with me? I'll give you a cut of the the downloads. And then he disappeared. So I did all work, and we never saw any return. But I don't think he did that well. He was hoping that the first ever app to really do well was one just called Fart, and it had a button on it. It was called the Fart app, and it was making something ridiculous like $30,000 or $60,000 a day. So he decided to do a more sophisticated app. But by that time, everybody was jumping, because this app called Fart app, it was doing so well, everybody else was jumping on the bandwagon, and then Apple put a blanket ban on fart apps because they wanted the technology to be much more than that. You know, it was like, you know, when you create something and then people do stupid things with it, you're thinking, no, I didn't make it for that, you know. I did not make it. I'm sure people who invented microchips think that when they go on social media and see what they've created, you know. Tim Berners-Lee with his, you know, his HTTPs and his apps, and you know, so yeah, Eve Fart app. I did it. I was meant to share a bit of money. I don't know how much money he made because he had it away with any money. If any money was made, I've never heard from him since. So, but the videos are good. I just left them up because I quite like the videos. Farting outside, farting on the subway, farting outside. Not Dollar. What's the big superstore in the classic superstore in Paris? It's gone. It's gone. Yves Saint Laurent, or you know, anyway, that one, and the one by the Eiffel Tower, and the world's longest fart, which was another one we did. So I'll leave them up because they're good publicity. Everyone can see me. I'm about 10 years younger, so and it's we keep them up there for posteriority. That's what we do. What's next? Go on. I'm sure everyone must be getting fed up now.
Yeah, well, 45 people still watching.
Wow.
What do you call it? Farting the megaphone was the best.
Yeah.
And the subway.
Oh yeah, the megaphone. Yeah, the subway. Yeah.
Everyone's asking. Some people have asked for, let's say, a big New Year fart. We did one of those earlier on, but that was like 2 hours ago.
Yeah, but we'll do that again now. What we'll do is we'll count down, and we'll go out with a New Year's countdown, I think.
And Grantley Hughes says we can do a GoFundMe for Mr. Methane for Parliament.
Yeah, GoFundMe for Parliament sounds good, but we've not got any elections till, what is it now, 2024?
Yeah, it's 5 years, wasn't it?
Unless there's a vote of no confidence in the current government, but they have got an 80-seat majority, so that could be difficult.
They're changing the thing about fixed term parliament.
Fixed term parliament. So, but there are by-elections occasionally come up, aren't there? You know what I mean? So, yeah, we could start a by-election. You know what I mean? So because there's a guy who comes dressed as a dolphin. We've got that big guy who looks like Boss Hogg, who always does with the big hat on.
Lord Buckethead.
Oh, Lord Buckethead. Yeah. Lord Buckethead. He's a hard act to follow.
Fish Finger Man.
Oh, Fish Finger, Mr. Yeah. Fish Finger. Yeah, Fish Finger Man. So there's quite a few eccentrics in the old elections. So yeah, I mean, I'm happy to. You know, I don't know what policies. I haven't got any policies really. Wind power maybe, but
everyone's doing that.
Everybody's doing. Yeah, you know, where methane went. Yeah, everybody's following now. The Green
people
Party.
People were using methane to run cars, weren't they?
Yeah, methane to run cars. Yeah, wind power. It's all become trendy, which is in some ways is the less. The cutting out, you know, once you become the mainstream, we're finished really, aren't we?
Someone asked, when you do get recognised in public, what do the fans ask first?
Usually, are you Mr. Methane? And then something like "Do as one now," you know what I mean? Or then I say, do you know who this is, don't you? And then his girlfriend won't know who he are. She go, who? What does he do? Go on, tell her. Like, oh yeah, guess. He's a farter. Ooh, and usual things really. But what I was in a shop, wasn't I? And I didn't know this, but apparently you were.
We were in a lake.
We were outside the shop. My sister had gone by some trainers and. Apparently, I didn't know that I'd been recognised, but the guy was getting excited.
Yeah, he was telling his family.
He was telling his family.
That is.
That is.
But then we drove off.
We were off, and I didn't know. And then my nephew says, "Hey, that guy, recognise you?" That I hadn't got a clue. You know what I mean?
He's probably watching you now.
I actually do forget I'm Mr. Methane. You know what I mean? Because once I tell you, I sort of like to. I forget Mr. Methane. When most celebrities, successful celebrities, like live, they live the thing, the gold cufflinks and like, hey, I'm over here, But the great thing about Mr. Methane is you can take him off and you can, just like Superman or Clark Kent or Bruce Wayne, Spider-Man, once you're out of the cosy, you can go into an alter ego and just become, plain old Paul Oldfield, so it's
Someone
great.
says, was Mr. Methane bottom of the class at school?
Bottom of the class, yeah. I could have done better at school really, but I was a bit of a disruptive influence probably on everyone else. And when I put my mind to it, I could excel at most things, except mathematics. I wasn't great at mathematics. But for some reason, school was never for me really. In some ways, I just I wouldn't say I didn't fit in there because I have plenty of mates and things, It maybe was too. Maybe I'm not very good at jumping through hoops. I think I'm been made to jump through hoops. I don't do it. Possibly that's what it is. I've never got to the bottom of it. Go on, I'm getting hungry now, guys.
I thought you got a rough ride with Britain's Got Talent. What was your experience with the judges? Did they chat with you off camera?
Right, Britain's Got Talent. I think I expected that to happen. In a sense, that's the way they could get me on. It's a very mainstream show, so. Saturday night prime time, so by sort of setting me up as something we don't approve of this, setting him, sort of almost making an example of you, it sort of gives them license to put you on Saturday night TV, because even 10 years previous to that you'd have never had a guy farting on ITV at that time of night on Saturday. So I sort of expected it. I knew there'd be hostility because it's one of those shows where it's full of virtue, if you like, of this is normal, we approve of this, and oh, isn't he a freak, and that's the whole show. It's sort of kind of a pantomime, really.
Someone says, are you disappointed you didn't get a knighthood along with Lewis Hamilton?
Oh, Lewis Hamilton's got a knighthood. Oh, I've forgotten it. I still hold out hope.
You need to get made sir. You need to get made sir, Mr. Methane.
You never know one day. I don't know.
What did your parents think of your skill?
My mum never knew because she'd already passed away, and Dad was only worried that I'd got paid. So when I came back from a European TV show or something, he'd always say, "Have you been paid?" So. As long as he'd been paid, he was quite happy.
But you couldn't leave money in the house, could you?
Never leave money in the house. Couldn't leave anything. So in case you know where I live now, there's never any money in the house. Never. Yeah, I always had to carry the money. He'd never let us leave money in the house. My dad wouldn't. You can't leave it here, he'd say. What was the other question about Britain's Got Talent?
What did he chat the judges up?
Did he chat with the judges, Britain's Got Talent? No. I literally went in. They wanted me there very early in the morning and I had an abscess. And I said to him, look, I can't come because really I didn't actually want to go. It was some kind of deal he'd done with my manager, and I had then had to go because I promised my manager, but I wasn't really wanting to go. So I said, look, I've got an abscess. I mean, really, they're going to work emergency dental. They had to drain all the fluid, and they said, no, it's fine. Come down when you. So he's about got in the office like 5 o'clock in the evening. And I said, is it too late? Oh no, come down. So I got on the train down there, walked into this theatre in Birmingham. They said, how long have you got? I said, well, got to be gone in 2 hours. 9:20 is the last train home. So they rushed me through. We did all the interviews.
That's very showbiz, that is.
Yeah, but
VIP.
but it wasn't VIP. They'd have had me there since 7 in the morning if they could.
Yeah.
But they rushed me through, so I didn't meet any of the judges or anything. I just sort of like did the interview in the general room, got changed in the toilets because they haven't even got any dressing rooms or anything. Went backstage, had a bit of a banter with Anton Deck, and then straight out there, did me bit, came back off and had a bit more banter with Anton Deck. And before I knew it, I was back in my civvies running for the 9:20 train home. So yeah, it was very much of it. And that was done in January, and the show was broadcast in April, I think. I can see everyone's yawning here. It's
you've had the highest young 48 though. Going up.
Yeah, going up.
I think the Americans come online, don't they?
Yeah, because it's 1:10 here. So let's see, what is it in New York? It's 8:10 in the evening, and in California it's 5:10 in the evening. It's still on New Year's Day. Not every on New Year's Day. We've left New Year's Day, haven't we?
Yeah.
But he's still over in the States on New Year's Day.
Someone says Australia 12:13 p.m. daylight here. Oregon 5:13.
Wow, 5:13. So yeah, Oz is ahead of us, and wow.
Australia Eastern Daylight, and then what's that say, Karen?
Because I always have Australia down as 9 hours ahead of us, but I don't know.
Then someone's at 6:13.
I don't know if they go even further ahead in the winter. I can never quite get that bit in my head.
Are you going to finish off with Bumblebee?
I wasn't going to tonight. I was going to do that another night. I heard somebody asking for it.
No, I just wondered what you
No, I don't want to finish.
Someone says they're in Wakefield, 1:13.
Wakefield, 1:13. It's that means then you're probably a minute behind us, you know, which is fair enough. It's you can't beat the good old Wakefield Kirkgate Station.
Someone said they were ahead of time at 6:13.
Healy Mills, I remember Healy
Someone
Mills.
said in Lancaster at 1:14.
1:14, Lancaster. So there's a time difference there's 1 minute time difference between Wakefield and Lancaster.
Then someone says, I'm in Essex, UK, eating crisps.
That's you can't beat that. Chelmsford.
What flavour?
Chelmsford or Braintree or it's Braintree in Essex.
Where's George Ross from? He's from Essex.
Romford's Essex. I once did a gig in Romford in Essex, and I did the other place, Billericay, that's in Essex. Chelmsford, I've done that. Back in time, I've done a gig there, but no, Southend, I can't quite remember. Southend is in Essex, I think.
Yeah.
Apparently Australia's got 5 time zones.
I know, yeah, because you've got over in WA, Perth, and then you've got over in Melbourne and Sydney. I think they're saying on the same line. I think it's and the state. I mean, it's the states. USA's got more than that. I think.
The guy's eating his chips in Clacton on Sea.
Clacton on Sea. Wow, that's great.
He says, yes, all the places you mentioned are in Essex.
Essex, I thought they were. I've got it all in Colchester. The last gig I did in Essex was the Colchester Arts Centre a couple of years back. I did a gig there.
You did, yeah.
Yeah, that was the last Essex gig.
Andy Tim said, I once did a gig at the same venue you did in Essex the week after you were there. There was still talc on the stage.
Yeah, was that Basel? That might have been? I think that was Basildon, wasn't it? Yeah.
That
There
was
was
the
still
famous
talc,
poster,
yeah.
wasn't it?
Yeah, there was talc still on the stage from a week before. So we should because I sense everybody's flagging a bit here.
Yeah, some guy was saying bye and stay safe.
Yeah, stay
Definitely.
stay safe, and
Brannigan.
I'm gonna. What we should do? I'm just thinking we could finish with a song.
Yeah, Delticon, so you got a bit of loudness.
We could finish with a song, or we could get Flingo to hold the Delticon while I rip out 20. No, he doesn't. You don't want to. You gonna do it? Alright, okay, you don't have to do
Wants
it.
his money to go.
He wants his money because we'll put the highlights on the other day where Flingo held the Delticon, and you can see that he doesn't want to do it again for obvious reasons. So, what should we do? Should we something that we can sing and fart to? Anybody?
Yeah, blast a big one, yeah. Someone says blast some big ones.
Oh, we'll blast some big ones. So we'll blast some big ones. We'll do 21.
Yeah.
Or should we count down from 21 to 0?
Yeah.
Right, what we're going to do, count down from 21 to 0, and then we're going to sort of, somebody's going to end the live chat in the technical department. We're going to wish you all happy New Year, and hopefully we'll have a few more chats. Thanks for joining in. Thanks for anybody who supported the channel with a donation. I will be doing as usual. I know I've already. If you're watching this and you've already ordered a video greeting, I'm on it. Okay, I know I've got a few of those to do in the next.
Where
few
can
days.
you get those video greetings from?
They're from down in the description below here. There's a link down there where you can order your personalised video greeting for those you like and those you don't like as well. And
also MrMethane.com.
yeah, MrMethane.com. There's t-shirts. There's all the other things that if you feel a need, then but it doesn't matter. We just want to come here and enjoy the love of the group. You're quite welcome, and the power of the farts. You know.
Some people have enjoyed the chat.
So people have enjoyed the chat. Apparently, someone wanted to say we'll do more of these chats, so you get plenty of fibre-filled farting in the videos, and then we'll do plenty of chit chat on the chit chat on the super chat, because I don't mind what you ask, keep it clean, obviously, and I'll try and answer as truthfully as I possibly can.
And you can do some fart outs to people.
And fart outs, we can do fart outs to people, and it's all good, but I think we need to eat. I think people.
Someone said rip its head off.
I'll rip its head off, yeah. Get down on floor and give it a tug. Yeah. And my voice is going as well. This is another reason. Oh God, I have to use that talc the other night. My God. Right, I'm going to count down. This it's difficult to hold this and fart because of the position, but we'll get it. Hang on, I'll just. I could do a fling holding that. Just put that there. Right, we're going to count down from 21, and then we're going to wish you all happy New Year, and then we're going to go downstairs and have some stew. Just a minute. Oh, here we go. Right, you count them down nice and loud as I rip them out, okay? And we won't go fast, okay? We'll linger these because people want to save them like a good wine, so we'll just take our time with it. So, when you don't want to go home and you sort of drag it out and you never want to go to bed. It's one of those moments. So, is Flingo coming? Is Flingo going to hold it?
No, I think he's going to count, I think.
Oh, good lad, Flingo. Right, I thought he's going to count. Are you ready, Flingo? Well, there we go. Right, okay. Right, yeah. Here we go.
21. 20. 19. 18.
19.
16. 15. 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Last one. Everybody out there. Hey! This is the last one. I want you to make a wish, make your New Year's wish. I can't really tell you what mine is, but it's because if you tell anybody, then obviously it breaks the wish. So make a nice wish, and I'll see you. I'll see you very, very shortly. Thanks for dropping in. Oh, 2021 is a great year for everybody, and here we go. Happy New Year, everybody. Happy New Year. And join in soon. Wingo saying goodbye. Mr. Methane saying goodbye. Thanks for dropping in. And I'll get my technical team now to switch over to the test card. Have we got a test card?
I don't know.
Oh, we don't know.
Don't
So,
give them that.
oh yeah, but no, I promoting to it. Oh, right, enough, I think.
We've got no methane stuff.
So there you go. We'll just leave you with Wingo. There you go.
Everyone's saying Happy New Year and bye.
There we go. Happy
How
New
do you turn it
Year.
off?
I have no idea.
Oh, stop. Sorry,
Do you know when?